So this is real informal. So, you know, he don't gonna be too professional, man. It's just real informal, man. So look, man. I got my boy. Oh, you can do anything, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Anything, man.
Yeah, all right, cool. Catch one fly off, man.
For sure.
Sorry, mama.
All right, man. So first of all, this is sponsored by. I'm just playing. No, it's not. It's not. I wish, but you know what I'm saying. If Whataburger, y'all want to sponsor us, you know where to. You know what I'm saying. You know where to find us, man. Me and my homeboy, he came over here, man. Brandon, introduce yourself real quick, bro.
What's up, y'all? My name is Brandon Mims, aka Mentallectual Brandon, and Mentallectual Photos, which is all by the same guy.
Thanks.
Me, photographer, graphic designer, and content development. That's what I do.
Make sure y'all check his page out, man. I'm gonna tag him in the video, man. So today we are actually trying out some Music City Gyros, man. I got this on Jefferson Street. I'm not sure they got a TikTok, but I'm gonna find out. So
I'll take a picture. I'm gonna check it later. I'll take a picture of that stuff.
So we gotta hold that at an angle because it's eye level. Yeah. So yeah, man. So this is what we got, man. I got the chicken burrito with the fries, and then he has the gyro burrito with the fries as well. So
sure. Now the main question is it gyro or gyro?
Is it? I heard it was zero. I heard it was zero.
Euro.
Yeah, I heard it was
I
zero.
heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that too, and I think that might be more correct.
We really finna just do a review, man. We finna try this out, and then we're gonna be honest. If it's trash, we're gonna let y'all know. If it's good, we also gonna let y'all know, man. So I got my ketchup right here. You know what I'm saying? Whataburger, you know, I'm just letting y'all know. Whataburger right here. I also got my tea, Lipton. You know, I'm just putting it in y'all ear. You know what I'm saying? everything is a pub.
Can I say an unpopular opinion here?
Go ahead.
Lipton kind of trash on the tea. Like, no offense.
As I started drinking it.
I know, like, no offense to like anybody listening to like Lipton. It's just I don't know. I feel like the flavored tea especially is it don't really taste like the flavor. Like peach don't taste like that.
Man, I don't know, bro.
You don't?
Lipton tea busting to me, bro. It is. It's busting me for sure.
All right. Okay.
It just tastes.
I mean, what about the iced tea and lemonade that you had it? The half and half.
The peach is the favorite for me. I never had the half and half.
Really?
I never had the half and half. Nah, bro.
I might be partial. But you know, I will say,
it's fine to me, bro.
Lipton did have a concert recently.
Yeah.
Over the back October, where they actually did Fan Fest. That was fun. That was fun to go to, and I attended that. And they was giving out Lipton sweet tea and their newer flavors, which was one of them.
Okay.
And you know, I guess because I'm so southern, I like a certain tea. But I mean, it's not bad. If you want a refreshing something that tastes like tea that got a flavor in it, then this is cool. Now, if you're looking for something that's got some strong flavor, you might personally, I'd say try another tea.
Facts.
But Lipton will do what you need to do. It ain't. I don't want to say trash, but it's not. I'm my first choice.
I got you.
Not first choice.
Is this ranch?
I have no idea, actually.
I feel like it's like blue cheese or something. Hold on.
I don't know. It tastes. I don't know what it tastes like.
It tastes fire though.
Yeah.
To me, it's like a little sour. You got a bit of a sour taste to it.
A sour cream sauce. I can get with that.
This your first time trying it?
This one, yes. This is my
Okay,
first time
cool.
buying Music City. We're gonna get a bite of that.
So yeah, let's dig into it, man. Let's make it happen.
I
ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This shit busting.
It's definitely busting. Like,
shit, but I gotta take a photo of this.
I'm gonna ask you this.
What's up?
What's the hungriest you've ever been before, like, getting food? And what did you eat? Like, if you ever recall a time where you're just really hungry and you had to get something, what was that food item? More so, what was the food item? That's what I should have asked.
The hungriest I've ever been was when I was high. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
When you was what?
I was high. I had the munchies.
Yeah.
I had the munchies, bro. I'm gonna say, that's a really good question. Okay, repeat the question one more time.
So
that's an interview question right there.
Let me repeat it actually, because I kind of butchered it. So
yeah.
Think about the last time you were really, really hungry. What was the food item that you just had to get, or at least when you were really, really hungry, you couldn't wait? Think of the last time you were really, really hungry, you couldn't wait for a decent meal. What was something that you ate? and why? You know,
Couldn't wait.
throw
It
in
could
why.
be like fast food or anything like that too?
Yeah, anything. You just like had to get something to eat. Like I'm just really hungry and I can't wait to go home.
Wendy's is the way to go. 100%, bro. Wendy's.
Yes.
Therefore, for Wendy's, bro, come in clutch.
Honestly though, yes. All you need is $4, maybe $4.50.
Yep, like 4. I think
Get
it's
the
like
taxes.
yeah, 4.53. I think something like that.
Dang, I just used your napkin. My bad. I was like, wait.
I got some more.
Okay, cool. I was like, damn. You ever like get so hungry like, damn. All right, hold on. Let me eat a little bit, drink it. Oh shoot, man, I didn't drink your drink. You're not paying attention. You like that hungry. Yeah, something similar. Something similar actually that happened with me. What happened? So I wasn't high, but I made the mistake where this is at one point in my college experience where I was full-time student, full-time working, and trying to run a business. 10 out of 10, don't recommend.
Nope.
At all.
Not at all.
I had to eat sleep at one point in time, and I
You didn't eat sleep?
I had to, hey man, when I tell you like just because I was just going so much, and I knew better. It wasn't like I couldn't get no food. It was just like when you already got to wake up early, get across town. You ain't got time to make nothing. The only thing you can make is some cereal, and when that runs out, you gotta go to the store.
What area were you staying in at the time too?
Believe it or not, that's actually when it was right before my folks had moved to Spring Hill. So, yeah, we don't know, Spring Hill is a little spot 45 minutes out of Nashville.
Facts.
So, Nashville, when we was in Nashville, we was like 20 minutes from school. So, what happened was I got a job working at a hotel. I was just working the second shift, like 3 to 11, which was cool. Because I was like, you know what? I was thinking about making plans to like, I'm going to get this job and I think I'm going to go back to the dorm next semester if money looks good. I was going to work that for the full week, go to school full time, but then just go right around the corner. Because my good friend Denisha, shout out to you, she was actually working there at the time. And,
Where?
At the hotel. I think it was like a extended stay in America. And
yeah.
she was gonna be there, but then she started to either she was gonna do cheerleading.
She's from Memphis, right? Denisha from
Yeah,
Memphis?
Denisha. You and her have done a TikTok couple
Yeah, we did.
times.
We did a few.
Yeah, the dancer. Also follow her on her page. She is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's Denisha Lachey.
Either Denisha Lachey or Denisha.
One of those, yeah, one of those. I may tag her in the video.
But she's cool. She's awesome. Like I remember I met her when we was just like, well, I'll tell you that story a little later. But
Fact.
it was cool. She was doing some routine, and I met her and a good friend that was down there. We was all in the game room. So that's how I met her. So I knew about the job through her, and she was like, man, I used to work there, but I just picked up another job. Either she was gonna be a cheerleader for this like minor league football team or something like that.
This is before or after she was in there, because I know she enlisted now.
Yeah, she is enlisted now.
So was that before?
That was before. So I was just trying to find a job, and I was like, oh, perfect. I'm gonna work down there. And I got it real easy. And right after that, I kind of learned that my folks were moving. But it didn't bother me as much until I started driving every day. And just driving 20 minutes with no traffic on that side of town, that's a drive. But then with traffic is dang near 30 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot if you're coming from the area I was in, which is like Southeast Nashville, like Percy Priest, like by the lake, by the airport basically. We live by the airport for easy math. But then we went from there to Spring Hill, and that just tacked on the extra 35 minutes on top of the drive I was doing. So I'm driving basically an hour to school every day, going there from 6 to 7 hours, then going to work for 3 to 11, so that's what, 7 hours? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 8 hours. Every day, and trying to run a business. And when you also don't have any money, because like a goofball, I decided to run up a credit card at the time. So all my money went really to that, because I didn't want to have debt. So I would literally go to work hungry, because I forgot to eat that morning, forgot to eat all day. And then I'm at my job and I'm hoping that like my manager may have left some like ramen noodle packets or something that I can get into. I was the first time I'd ever eaten ramen noodle packets and actually liked it.
Damn.
Yes. There we go. That was the first time. I used to get them, get the Doritos and crush them up, put them in there.
Damn.
Bro, man, I was hungry.
What you think about it, bro, so far?
Man, it's really good. It's really good. I know it's a little late, so normally I would turn this whole thing, but
This is a little late?
Well, for me, I don't usually eat this late.
Oh, okay.
Not usually.
I got you.
But the food's fine. It's
You gonna
red
say
tender.
You gonna say something for Luna or not? You say you gonna say something for Luna or you just trash?
Mm-mm.
You know?
No.
Oh, for sure.
No. She
You
can
just
eat this anyway. She
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
Oh, okay, for sure. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. That's the one cool thing about being engaged with somebody that don't eat meat. You can have it all.
I'm talking about, and
Bro.
you get to save money too, because meat is dang near like hella expensive. So it's like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool on that.
Now,
It's a little greasy.
go ahead.
One second. I will say, it's a little greasy. So Music City Gyros, man, y'all look. I don't like how greasy it is, but it'll suffice. It'll suffice. So it's just, it's alright though. It's not bad. But that's the only downfall I got so far.
You know what's crazy though? I don't think the grease is all that bad. It's better when you first get it, because the reason why I say that is because when you first get it, it's fresh, it's out of the oven, and maybe they don't. Some people will take their meat out and they'll put it on like a paper towel or something, and they'll get some of that grease off. I think that's what it is, because the food truck, they just fresh, put it around the plate, so it's good. But then if you don't eat it like right then, it still contains this heat, and that's when you start tasting more of the grease, because it's flavorful as a mug. It's good.
That's true.
Like, I can see somebody, say you and your crew went to a party or something, then you'll get back 1 in the morning.
I'll definitely eat this. If I was lit, I'd eat this for sure.
Yeah.
A burrito is a good drunk, about $12, $13.
Mm-hmm.
They got loaded fries too, y'all. I may do loaded fries next. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do loaded fries, or maybe, shit, he can come back and do another video too, man. You know what I'm saying? We can do a collab.
Sure.
Make this a continuous thing, but definitely, I'm gonna try the loaded fries next time and see what it tastes like.
And you got the chicken, right?
I got the chicken, yeah. I had that last time.
Okay.
I think last time I had that, it was good. I think it was a little too much for me. I think the falafel, because that's lamb, right? Lamb.
This is lamb, yes.
Yeah, the lamb was a little bit much for me.
I haven't had the lamb in a long time, so I tried it this time, and it was actually really, really good. But man, the way you take care of a meat is really important. Like, you can't just take meat and get it out of the Kroger's or whatever and throw it in the oven and cooking it well done. Like, now let me say this, because people might disagree, agree to disagree.
Shit, funny.
Believe it or not, the best meat that you could have isn't supposed to be well done all the time.
Not at all. Hell no.
You're supposed to cook that thing all the way.
You gotta have some red. You gotta have
a
some
little bit of pink in the middle, medium well, not rare. I ain't going rare, but medium well is the perfect in the middle, because the meat, as you cook
medium well or medium rare?
What are the levels? Is it medium well done,
so
or is
they got rare.
There's 2 of them.
Medium rare, medium, then medium well, and then well done.
Okay, so between medium and well done, medium well is the perfect spot. Medium is good if you need a little more pink, because, and when you cook the meat right, you're never supposed to just throw it in there and throw stuff on top. You're supposed to actually season the meat and sometimes let it soak, depending on the meat you use. You might inject it. There's all these things you can do with meat to make it taste better.
Facts. That's true.
Some folks still sit at the house, get a pack of burger meat and some fries, throw it on a hot skillet, be like, yeah, we just gonna throw some of this sazon on there, we gonna cook a burger. I mean, you ain't gonna be hungry, but...
That's how I just do it.
I mean, it works.
Put that patty on there, season it.
On
me, over with.
Yeah, we good, bro. Hey, y'all want one? Y'all want one?
Yeah, facts.
I remember folks used to be in the dorm doing that stuff, making Rotel dip.
Man,
that was one of the days,
up in Boyd, bro.
Yeah.
Up in Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
I low-key, you stayed in Boyd for a little second, didn't it?
For a little second, but now I eventually went back to stay to my parents' house.
Because I know you was in Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, you was definitely in Watson for a little minute. For sure.
I was actually watching the whole freshman semester. The second semester, I wasn't gonna be in the first semester, but the lady never signed in. Whoever was in charge never approved it, so.
How did we first meet, bro?
You know what?
I don't even remember how we first met.
I think we first, from what I remember.
I'm going back in my memory tape. I don't remember us meeting Did we all meet at the same time? You meet Izzy?
I feel like me and you and Izzy met when we got in that truck ride together.
2 for 2. Left hand. Shot through my left hand and went all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go on sign.
Recruit me. Anywhere but the Lakers. Go ahead.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I feel like it was a truck ride when you got in the truck with Izzy and we was going somewhere downtown. I think, if not at the lunch, no.
It could have been a cafeteria.
It could have been a cafeteria.
But you wasn't in a cafeteria like that because you stayed off campus. So I don't really think you was like using your DB like that. For real.
The first semester, no. But I eventually met up with you guys through Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
It was Izzy, and eventually Idris. I messed his name up.
Idris? Who was Idris?
Idris was basically, I forgot his nickname because I just stopped calling him. Mufasa. Yeah, that's his cousin. So, I met them too. And I think I met them too. I forgot how I met them actually. But I feel like it was all in the cafeteria. It was him. It was at least Izzy. And I think you were in there, and I came there and met up with y'all. And shoot, the rest is history. And then I feel like it was some other people that was in the group at the time. I can't name names right now. But
I can.
You can't. Yeah, you probably could because you spend more time with them.
Damn shit. So the OG crew was Kenzie.
I remember Kenzie. He's just a rapper now, or does music.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Shout out Kenzie too, man.
Mm-hmm.
He dope at what he do. I think his name is on IG is like Kenzo Suede or something like that. I'm not check it out, but,
I'm gonna look at. He posted some recent stuff, and forgive me, man. Like I have been.
I'm gonna do better.
Very scatterbrained.
We're gonna
do better. Yeah, we're gonna do better about this because if you put good quality stuff out there,
I want to start
I'm gonna support my friends, bro.
I want to put my homeboy, man, because we haven't talked in a minute, bro, but Kenzo, he the dope. He the dope, bro.
Is he performing anywhere near, bro?
Not yet. I don't think so.
Road trip. We can do it.
I think he followed me on IG. I mean, he followed me on my Taylor's Career page.
Yeah. I followed him back on my photography page because when I saw that he was doing it, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, so shout out, Kenzie, man.
Put that in the camera.
I know. Actually,
or just add to the bottom of the screen with them.
Probably. I'm gonna just tag him. I'm probably gonna screen grab this specific segment.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just tag him, bro. Yeah, but shout out Kenzo, man. Kenzo Suede. He doing music and everything like that, bro. We go way back since college. Check him out. He made good music.
Mm-hmm.
He good at what he do. So yeah, man. He the GOAT. He pretty good, man.
Side note, guys. Any freshmen out there that watching this, you will make friends and then you will lose them friends. But no matter what, be respectful to people. Okay. Like I know we're talking like about them just because we spent time with them, but when it's all said and done, be okay with change and like make sure you're good. Okay, don't base your existence on somebody else's situation because you could sit up there. Hey, me and all my 18 members crew are gonna go to this dorm room. We're gonna do this with taking classes.
Deep, man.
And we was deep for sure.
We was that deep, man.
But as soon as somebody's like, you know what? No, I know we're gonna do this, but hey, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to school.
Bro.
It's gonna happen. And folks ain't gonna make no decision with your consent. Don't feel that kind of way. And don't make no decisions based on somebody else.
Not at all, bro.
Yeah. Well, we was so deep. I don't think we was parties like that. We like go out to eat. I don't
we
think.
didn't really go to parties.
Not everybody.
We went to the movies one time.
Yeah.
We did go to the movies. I don't know if he was there or not. That's when I had the Nissan Pathfinder, the blue one. I had the Nissan Pathfinder, bro.
Nissan Pathfinder.
It was a stick shift, 93. Her name was Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah.
I miss her ass, man.
Your first call,
I miss her. Her name was Rachel, bro. But yeah, I'll say this, another piece of advice as well. This one guy named Robert, he told me, I remember talking to him, we was in the caf. We was all hanging out, me and the crew. We was all hanging out. We used to go to the caf at like 6 o'clock. Remember that? 6, something like that. Right before they close. We'd go to the caf and hit the game room.
So did. I remember
so we hit the caf, right? And I saw Robert, a good friend of mine. I went over there and I said, "What's up, Rob?" He said, "Y'all freshmen, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Y'all all gonna be separated by senior year." He said, "It always happens." Well, at that time, I was like, "Man, you just talking shit." Little did shit, he was right though. By senior year, we all in our own paths, man. Like that group dwindled the next year. So I would say enjoy it, man. Definitely enjoy it while it lasts. Memories would definitely go by fast. I had a lot of good memories with the crew, but at the same time, it's like it's really just life, man. It's that transition. You just get to a certain point where it's like you're learning more about yourself, and as a freshman, a lot of times we don't have anyone else. You know what I'm saying? So we create our own family. We create our own family, and that's what it was. So we created our own family outside of the family that we left. So that's why we were so tight. But you just get to a point where, like any transition in life, man, you just get older, have more responsibilities. You start to just experience more, start to realize, like, you know what, shit, I can't keep hanging out with y'all. I need to focus on my schoolwork, focus on my career.
Yeah.
So, you know, so we grew up, man. We grew up. Remember Amani? Amani,
I do remember Amani.
She joined, she wasn't in the immediate friend group, but she joined probably like the semester after.
Yeah,
Sophomore
there were a handful of other friend groups that we actually associated with.
Did,
my good buddy Jonathan Vincent, shout out to him.
Oh,
Him and his brother.
Shout out.
Jonathan's always real cool with me. Jonathan was always cool with me. He had his own friend group, but because I knew Jonathan, I would go hang out with him from time to time, and then with their friend group. But I wasn't ever yeah, just from time to time.
I remember him. I don't remember too many other people in the friend group. It was him, Kai.
I remember Kai. Yeah.
Forehead.
Yeah.
I ain't have to say that shit, but she did have big forehead.
That's how you remember people, word association,
exactly.
images. You be like, hey, look, no offense. You know, your mama made a beautiful person.
Cool. Kai was cute though, I ain't gonna lie. Big forehead, whatever. She was cute. I thought about talking to her once upon a time, but I don't think I was the guy for her. But yeah,
it's
Kai,
okay to say that too.
For
be
sure.
Like, look, hey, I thought about it, it didn't work out. I decided not to do it. We gone.
Chase.
I remember Chase.
He was only around he left the next year though. He did it the next year. I forgot why, but he left the next year.
Hell, Kayla
That's the only people I remember.
Kayla was not part of that group, but Kayla was a part of our group, and she stayed out for a semester. Kayla's strong. Kayla's strong.
Really?
Yeah, she was in freshman year, and then she stayed out for a semester. I can't remember, it was second half or first half of sophomore.
Yeah.
And she came back the next year. Yeah, I felt.
You remember Taylor? Not Mama Bear, but Taylor. I don't want to say her full name. Skinny girl, she in D5D. She danced.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. There was a Taylor, and there was a Janae. No, Janae not Janae. Janae was good friends with Kayla McCormick.
Yeah.
Kayla. Mm-hmm. I forgot what her nickname in the group. Everybody had a nickname. Just about you did.
I don't think I did.
I just knew you as the guy that used to like to do the runs and stuff and try to do the freestyles. Cause that was your thing, bro. Like you used to always be like, hey bro, I'm gonna try this thing. We pull up the dub step on YouTube. Seriously, this guy is like, he's not trying to reveal nothing crazy, but
go ahead.
He's actually, I believe he's more lyrically talented than he realizes.
Really?
So, I do. Like you have when you get in your bag, you have a way with words that's really good. And that's a gift you need to, tap into whenever you need a meditation moment, if nothing else. Okay. But we used to sit in that truck or somebody's truck that y'all had or car and pull up the freestyle. We just be like, yeah, I'm Brandon.
It was my truck.
It was your truck, yeah.
The white truck, pickup, man.
I had to get it, wouldn't get out a second. Yeah, it was like rolling. I mean, you tried to race me on the highway too, and I was like, bro, you really gonna try to? Shit, you was struggling, bro, and I was like, dang, I don't want to do that, bro. But everybody else in the car was like hyping me up, peer pressure. Please don't try this at home, y'all. We was on the highway doing this. But I rode by him. After he passed me, and then I rode.
I was slow as hell, man.
That's what was so funny. Like I was like, dang.
And I'm trying my hardest.
I'm pushing that shit, man. I knew he was trying his hardest. I was like, I don't want to do this to him because I know I can. I was just like, let me get a distance. Let me give him a distance or something. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for real. So there ain't no.
We'll hop on, get right on the interstate, bro. When that Wendy's said, get right on the interstate.
Yeah.
They're like, man, push that motherfucker. I said, bitch. And I'm going fast. And next thing you know, they just passed me. I'm like, damn. They fly by me, bro. They fly.
That Agritia was good to me, boy. It was 0-4, but it was just like with the 3.4, 3.2 liter engine. Yeah. Hit that gas.
Fact.
And I had the luxury car, which is technically that version. That's what Acuras are. They just Hondas.
Man,
But still.
yeah, that shit was fire, bro. So yeah.
I love train.
Damn, we going down memory lane today.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Good food and fellowship.
Good food and fellowship, facts.
Always.
Facts. Yeah, definitely the freestyles. I was like, bro, at that point, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I've always wanted, I'm gonna tell you why I knew I was destined for the social media game. Because I always wanted to get into this type of vibe. Like what we doing right now, I just needed a solid, at that time I was looking for a team too. The team we got with, Nico and Chris.
Yep.
That's
Shout
the
out to
exact
them.
team. Shout out to them. Young Kings Media. That's the exact team that I was like looking for back then, but just more on the creative side. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I used to tell you and Kenzie, like, let's sing Serenade, because I legit wanted to do something, bro. Like something creative, something that we can start, like a foundation that we can build. So even at that time, I didn't really realize it like I do now, but at that time I was like, man, this is it. So it was destined for me to get into TikTok, destined for me to get into all this stuff, bro.
Let me ask you something about that though, because
For sure.
I've been thinking about that lately. With all the great memories that we had at TSU, shout out to Big Blue. With all the great memories we had at TSU, there were a lot of areas that I feel like we could have really benefited from having a creative space. To get that, what's the sauce?
What's the sauce?
What's the sauce? What's that right there? What's the sauce? Here's that. This is the what's the burger? Whataburger.
Whataburger, yeah.
Ketchup.
Facts.
What's that sauce? Whataburger. Whataburger? Whataburger. Where you trying to go? That Whataburger. Whataburger. What a ketchup. What a ketchup. What a ketchup.
Bro, not you got a whole.
That's how you do it.
That's hilarious, bro.
Got a whole script and everything. Like, yeah, that's how you do it. What's that?
Man,
Ketchup.
I thought of a whole
What a
commercial,
ketchup. What a ketchup.
Man, I wish school was more, interpersonal. Definitely, bro. More engaging. I wish, it's not a regret, but I do wish that tailor-made images would have been, if I would have solidified tailor-made images, bro, back then in school,
Yeah.
man, I would have been on a whole other level now. I really feel it. Like, if I would have went 10 toes deep,
Yeah.
I definitely would have popped off, man.
So would I.
just-
So would I have.
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
It was a different time, place, and we really had to learn who we were as people 1st. Whereas some people coming in college, they pretty much had the ability and the people around them that helped
Facts.
them to get past that. Like my good friend Braxton. Well, I use friend, but you know what I'm talking about. I look up to this person even though she's younger than me, Braxton Simpson. Braxton basically was a freshman in the class, and I was just in there. It was credit I needed, but I loved the art. So I'd read, learn about stuff. And she was answering questions in the classroom. I think we connected because she was just kind of having difficulty really understanding the information. And because it came natural to me, we hung out. We decided to meet at the library after class, and we did it for a couple weeks. And she's very smart, very well organized, and it really paid off for her because little did I know, I'm thinking she's just taking the class, she's gonna do whatever. Yeah. Here she is doing, student government, she's doing other volunteerships and all this stuff, and little old me is still trying to figure out how to put the brand. And you feel that way sometimes. You feel like, dang,
she was building her foundation early.
She always building her foundation early, and that's okay. Like some people
Wasn't she
can't.
an SGA? She was in some type of student government
Either
position,
that or women's.
or president of AKA at that time.
Well, she did
President
something
of her line or
before.
something?
She did something before she became
Okay.
a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Yeah, she definitely did something. I can't remember what it is, but again, she's done so much. I mean, for all I know, she's probably done pageants before. She's done a lot, but she's had a community around her that allowed her to learn.
That's true.
Much earlier and more refined.
Facts.
Than we did.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that's true. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. One thing I had to learn, and I want y'all to hear as well, man. One thing I had to learn was not to judge myself for what I did and did not know, and also to expand upon that. What I mean is basically, Braxton. Let me use her as an example, right? She didn't have the same support group that we had. You know what I'm saying? She didn't grow up the same way that we grew up. I don't know her life. She don't know ours. So it's like, I used to kind of put myself in people's shoes and like judge myself based off of, what I did or didn't know. But I started to realize, like, man, maybe the path that she was going down, it was meant for her to go down that path.
Absolutely.
So it was meant for her to be in that student leadership position. Me personally, I'm not in that leadership position yet. I mean, could I have done more stuff? Yes, but because I didn't do that stuff back then, I'm grateful for what I didn't do because it brought me to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I actually learned to realize when it came to the growth and everything like that. So yeah, of course, you could say that you wish that you could have gone down a certain path, but I feel like this path that you're going down right now, let's be honest with you. So I'm finna break it down and give you more of a perspective. If you hadn't went down the path that you went down, you probably wouldn't have met Luna. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really like it's a lot of like domino effects that leads you to down the path you're supposed to go down. Like I tell myself that all the time. Like, what if I hadn't dropped out of school? What would my life have been like? Ain't no telling. I could have went back to Memphis. Ain't no telling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could have been miserable in a job I didn't like. I don't know, but I just know the fact that I rolled the dice and I played the cards that I'm dealt, and I was fortunate enough to leave school and grow in the position that I'm at now. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, and that's when we say, and you can speak for yourself on this because I don't know your experience because I know my experience.
For sure.
But when we say like we didn't have the same connections and support group that someone like Braxton had, that doesn't mean that we were terribly without a support group. Period.
Not at all. Yeah, not at all.
Sometimes there are people, and you could be somebody listening to this video right now. Sometimes you have a support group that is good for certain things. They specialize in certain things that they know, and that's what they know. Right. And if you want to know something, if you go to that support group and they can't provide that, never be afraid to go and find another group. There's so many people.
That's a bar.
Yeah, there's so many people that like. That's why people tell young folks all the time to travel while you're young, because once you start, well, in today's age, they ain't getting married, having babies, and trying to get married, and trying to get a house. That's just how it works. Because hey, sex is fun. But it's the truth. Like once you start getting into some real life stuff where you got to be somewhere, you're gonna regret not at least seeing or at least trying to go, at least trying to have that time. Thanks. So take the time to travel because you see so many different perspectives and people that you've never seen outside of this little bubble. And you know, my father was an aerospace engineer. You know, my mother she was a school teacher for 20-some years and reading specialist, and now she's forgive me, I forget her exact title, but she's now a teaching coach for students at college, at the collegiate level, and she's specializing in that. And she went back and got her master's to do this. And so, you know, my folks have, and that's taken my folks some time because, you know, long time ago, my dad lived to tell the story. He was laid off at one point, right after 9/11 happened. He was laid off and he had an engineering job. You know, it wasn't. I can't remember if it was fresh out of college. It wasn't fresh out of college. He had a couple of years where he had to just work. But he eventually got there, and then life happened and he failed. Same thing with my mom. You know, she worked a few jobs as a student. She worked at a bank and other stuff. Then she finally became a teacher. Neither one of their parents are aerospace engineers or teachers. Neither one of my grandparents. Here I am trying to do graphic design and content, whether it's content creation or in this case content development, concept development as of recently, because I want to use my storytelling abilities to help people solve their visual problems with solutions. Or provide visual solutions to your problems. So my parents don't do any of that. I had to go outside of my family group.
You creating your own lane too.
Exactly.
You definitely creating your own lane.
Exactly. Like you have to be willing to create your own lane. Take risks. Meet some people. They didn't work out. Meet some more people. They didn't work out. Keep going until you meet some people that do.
Thanks.
And then do it over some good ass food. And you have some conversation to talk. You know, a reason to talk. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're around, if you got a support group right now, and you're the smartest amongst that group, you got the most money out of that group, you got the most discipline out of that group, you got the most purpose out of that group, you got the most intention out of that group, and everybody else just kind of just going with life.
Facts. Follow.
You by yourself. You don't have a group. You are the group.
Facts.
You are honestly the group.
That's one thing I wish If I could go back in time,
There's a bar.
I'll tell myself that, bro. I'll tell that's a bar though. I'll tell myself that, man. Like to whatever you believe, whatever thought that you're thinking. If you feel like you're separated from your group, you feel like you are the smartest person in your group. You feel like your purpose is calling you. Follow your purpose. That's one thing I wish I could have done differently. I would have followed my purpose more. I would have listened to myself more because a lot of times we get so wrapped up into listening to other people's voices that we forget to hear our own. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
absolute
so,
facts.
because of that, of that, we don't listen to our own voice and we just get confused and stuck and lost. And that's why we're lost, because we're lost and confused because we are not listening to what we're supposed to do in the beginning. So if I feel like, oh shoot, like the whole dropping out of school thing, I felt like dropping out of school was me. A lot of people told me, don't leave school and everything like that. But it's like, I had to listen to myself, man. I had to make that sacrifice. It was a lonely road. It was tough. But, it was worth it, man. So I think that definitely, man, if y'all are listening to this turned into a whole podcast. If y'all are listening to this, listen to yourselves, listen to your heart, because 10 times out of 10, you can always bet on yourself. You can't bet on other people to come through for you, but if you bet on yourself, I'm telling you, you're going to win 100% in the end.
That's right.
Guaranteed.
Always.
That's facts.
Yeah, man.
That's facts, man.
Oh, I also want to ask you, who's your barber? Because you got to shout out the barber, bro. It looks good.
Shout out to Trio Chops, man. He got me right. I just got my haircut the other day. He cool, man. I don't think he's like big on social media, but just search him up. If y'all got the Cut Barber app, check that app out. He's dope at what he does. I've been shot, bro. He been cutting my hair since TSU days, bro.
All right.
Yeah, back when he used to charge 15. Back when he was charging 15, man, per cut. Now he charging 50. But I'm still there. I'm still there, man. I'm loyal to him. So it's been about 4 years, man. I still been going strong, bro. But yeah, shout out to Trio Chops for real. Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna say shout out to my father, because that's who did this right here. I'm like, and I appreciate it, because hey, it's hard sometimes trying to do it myself. I've done it before, but nah.
Facts. Well, I think,
final reviews on this food, actually.
Yeah, let's do final review.
Final reviews on this food.
So final review, and then we're going to just cut it. So
I know it turned into a podcast,
it did.
That's okay. That's
back
what
on track.
Food.
Facts.
Now we back on track.
Yeah. So look, once again, man, Music City Gyros, he still didn't finish his food. I want to eat it, but I think he's going to eat it.
Hey, I'm going to take this later, okay? It's going to be lunch for tomorrow.
Okay, for sure.
That's going to be part of my review, too.
For sure, because when people got food in front of me, a part of me just wants to just, I don't like when people leaving food around.
That man, like, you gonna waste that?
Facts.
You eat that?
You damn right. You damn right, bro. That's me. But yeah,
That's
Music
funny.
City Gyros, man. They have multiple locations in Nashville area, but I would say out of 10, man, the quality is really good. It was a little greasy. I gotta take like a point off of that. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. I think it was decent. I think the fries, if it would have been fresher, because we did talk for a little bit, right? So it wasn't as fresh.
Yeah.
So I think if it was fresher, it probably would have been about 8.5 out of 10, but I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10 for sure. The texture was good. It tastes good. Well compact sandwich. A couple points off for the grease. Fries was okay. And I think it was reasonably priced, to be honest with you. I think it was reasonably priced. So what about you?
All right, so for me personally, the grease was there, but I'm gonna backtrack for a second. Starting with the presentation was actually pretty good. It's basically street food. And I enjoyed the customer service for one. They were real nice.
Customer service is good.
And they were always trying to make sure that we understood what was on the menu. So that's really good. Points for that. Then we got the food. It was hot. It was fresh. Cooked right there. Decent wait time. Then we get the food. I know I just ordered the burrito and the fries.
Yeah, he ordered the, let's be more specific. He ordered the...
That's true.
Shit.
The gyro lamb.
Gyro lamb burrito. And I had the chicken burrito.
So my gyro lamb burrito, and it could be the reason why you had an issue with the grease. I feel like mine held up better because I just feel like lamb meat kind of holds grease a little better than chicken. Chicken, not as much.
I never thought about that.
Depending on how you cook the chicken.
Yeah.
You might season the meat a little different, because didn't he have that slab of lamb right there on the side of the truck, and he was cutting it because he was showing me. So as he was cutting it, the juice was falling. So it's already draining. It's already draining. Whereas chicken might have been sitting. I didn't see
I
it.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like,
because mine did look a little more greasy than yours.
it did, and it may have been cooked and may have been sat or fresh out of the grease, so it didn't have time to drain. But my experience, all in all, when I got it, it was fresh, it was hot, and I opened it up. I got a picture of it. It didn't look like they like rushed it together.
Facts.
It's like sometimes street food is.
Facts.
I would say, you said 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 8.7 ish, 8.5, 8.7.
That's high.
The only reason I don't give him a 9 is just because I do feel like the one adjustment I would make is it might be a little petty, but I feel like the fries. Did they even have other options of fries?
Nah, they only had fries. Like that's why I was trying to get like extra, like some type of loaded fries or something. But they just had fries. They didn't have no seasoned fries. It was just fries. Bro.
But I mean,
the fries weren't seasoned. They weren't that seasoned either.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When I was eating the fries, especially when I first got it, they added a seasoning to it, so it wasn't just a plain fry. But I was a little disappointed because every time I ate one fry that had some seasoning, I ate another fry. I was like, "This is real good." And I was expecting a little more because I liked it, but I felt like it was a little. They could have added a little more seasoning on the fries, even though you really come for the burrito, because the burrito is the reason why you're here, and then the fries are kind of like the ushers that getting you there.
Yeah.
Kind of like almost like before you go to the party, you got the pregame. So
Okay.
you can't.
I like
if you didn't see the burrito and you saw the pregame, it was just them fries. You probably like, who all in there? But like, if you know that the fries, and maybe you don't expect the fries to be off the chain, and then you like, oh damn, because then we like take a couple of bites of fries first.
We did, yeah.
So if I'm eating the fries and it feel like a napkin, I might not want to mess with that. I might not want to mess with that.
But if I'm hitting a bit of a turnoff.
But if I'm hitting the fries and it's like, oh damn, this is nice right here. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go to the burrito and then it's gonna prep me right. Yeah. Versus I'm hesitant. That's the only place I say is like it's not a 9, but it was very close. Yeah. The grease didn't bother me as much. I say it was perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Well, y'all here to hear folks first, man. So if y'all want to see more eating content, especially if y'all want to see my boy Brandon, man, just be in more videos, just let us know and just comment what y'all want us to eat next. We out of here. Peace out.
Peace.
Let's get it.